You're here in Shipshewana, Indiana with Wana RV Center. We'll be doing a walkthrough on a Rockwood mini light. It's the 2511S. Customer stock number 1072. Up front, you're going to have your power tongue jack with your up and down control switch as well as the light. LP tanks will be full and under this cover. Batteries inside the battery box there. And then your battery disconnect is right here. This little switch, you can turn that into the off or on position whether you're using the camper or not. That way you're not draining your batteries. These are your this is your docking lights. You've got a V-shaped front cap light there. There's a sticker with the full VIN number as well as the dry weight of the camper. City water connection and your antifreeze inlet here. And this will be for your portable water. You'll put the hose in there and fill that up, and you'll check your gauge inside to see if it's full or not. Inside this pass-through storage, you've got this black bag that's got your power cord. Here's a table that you can hook and mount to the front side of the camper there. And then you've got your interior table for the seating. Here you've got a small freshwater drain, as well as a black tank drain. Here's your connection to your power source. This is 30 amp service there. Cable and satellite. This is a gray water holding, as well as a sewer outlet connection here. On the back side of the camper, you'll have a spare tire with a cover and a 2-inch receiver. This has a maximum capacity of 300 pounds and is not made for towing. To the right, you've got your outdoor shower with hot and cold, and then your black tank flush valve. You'll hook the hose up to that, keep the black tank valve open, and blow out any of the crud that's inside the tank. Up top there's the backup camera. That's for the Furion high-speed backup camera. This button is for your power jacks in the rear. Got your retract and extend button. Your solid entry steps there. Here we've got the black bars. You can put your griddle or your tabletop out here for cooking. Outlets and a TV cable. Here's where you'd put your TV. Gas electric water heater right in the middle of the bars there. This is for your anode rod. Usually after every season you want to replace that if your water's starting to get stinky or has a little bit of a musty smell to it. This is going to be to release some of the pressure. As you can see, just doing that releases some of the water pressure in there. You'll control your water heater from the inside control panel, which we'll get to in just a second. Here is the power jacks for the front to retract and extend. Here's the griddle, which is inside the box still. This is your starter kit. Everything's contained in the 5-gallon bucket. And if you do lose power, you do have manual cranks that you can use. It looks like they're magnetized here. You'll hook those right on. But if you do lose power, you can manually crank in your slides or your jack. And then in the front right corner, you've got your solar panel prep location. Right there for a solar port. You'll plug into that. Bring your tripod solar panel towards the sun, and that'll help trickle charge your batteries. I guess we'll get a good look at the awning there. It goes all the way across. There's an LED light strip on there that can be turned on and off. Again, this is the Mini Light 2511S. We'll get to the control panels first here. We'll start from the top down. This is a sticker letting you know that your trailer is equipped with the tire pressure monitoring system. There's a way to scan this QR code if you have questions or need help setting that up. with the monitor that it comes with. For your temperature control, it's all going to be regulated right here with this Coleman temperature gauge. You can move this to adjust what temperature you want to get the camper to. And then you'll have all these buttons down below, your cool, fan, off, and heat. Typically, we tell everybody to keep it in auto. You can move it over to fan or on high there. Most of the time it's just set to auto. This is the control panel. This is where you're going to control most of your lights, your slide outs, your awnings. You're going to check your gauges. The sticker up top there is for your Wi-Fi rangefinder, this button here. That way if you go to the campsite and they have very weak signal and you want to boost it back into your camper, you can. You'll scan that QR code and set it up there. This here is your gauges. This will be your battery, your freshwater, black, gray, and then your second gray tank. It's either going to be empty, a third, 2/3, or full, and those red lights will light up there. This is for your water pump on and off, your water heater, whether you're using gas, water heater, electric, and then your tank heaters. You do have heat pads on the water tanks in the underbelly that if you're camping in the cold weather or fall, you may want to turn those on. This is for your lighting, your step, awning, porch, and interior. Then you have your slide outs and your awning. Retract and extend button. Here's a inverter outlet that's connected straight to the inverter. And then here's where you're going to check all of your fuses as well as your breakers. If you need the breakers to be flipped or if something pops, you come to this and you can switch it over and it shows you what everything's for. As well as your fuses will be lit up, which you'll be able to see through this see-through panel there if anything pops and you need to replace it. These vents that you see that are black are for your heat. They will be put in the walls inside some of the cabinets. And then your AC vents will be white and they'll be running through the ceiling. Little storage cabinet here with hanger spots. These can be removed, so if you do want to hang coats, you can do so. Going around the camper here, you've got your fireplace that does put off quite a bit of electric heat here. It's a heat coil. There's no gas component to this. It is strictly just electric, but in the fall, most of the time people use those to help warm up the camper. You have speakers on either side, your radio, which is a very simple setup. You have all of your connections here down below, whether it's the aux, the USB, or the HDMI. You can zone different radio stations, program them just like you can in your vehicle. You have exterior speaker zones, interior, and bedroom. Your power button, your Bluetooth button, and then zone 3, mode, clock, and AM and FM. There's also a slot here for your DVDs or your CDs of your choice. This sticker here is another QR code that you can scan. You'll download the app. You can control your awning, your slide outs, and your lights, all with the touch of a button on your phone. There's the TV there, your main AC. Here we've got your regular standard microwave. Nothing fancy about that, just like one you'd use at home. You have your light and your fan for your range mount. Your stovetop, you've got 3 burners, is covered by this glass cover. This is going to light up just like you would at home. You have your spark. You'll turn that once you get the gas going. As you can see, I've got some flame going right now. You'll do the same thing for your oven. It's set up with the temperature gauge here. You'll use the spark. You need to use the old-fashioned type where you had to use it with the lighter. You can now use the sparker. These are lights set up here. You can control the lighting on the turn knobs there. On the back, you have these slots. Those are for knives. That way you can travel with your knives in there. Stainless steel dual basin sink. Up above is your solar control panel. There is a lot to take in when you're looking at this. I've gone through it a few times before with some customers. It's very simple once you understand how it's set up. It'll know what batteries you're using, and what it's doing now is telling you, it's going through the cycles and telling you how much sun, how full your batteries are. As you can see, it's kind of going between 3.4, 3.5. There's a really good YouTube video. If you need a link to it, we can send it to you. You can call and talk to our service department. They can walk through this with you if you have questions. But it's a very simple setup once you get it. And it's just there to kind of tell you what your batteries are looking like and if you're pulling in any sunshine through that solar panel. You got an extended countertop here, and again another heat vent there. The bottom left corner is your CO2 monitor. If you're getting any gas or propane buildup in this camper, it's going to start going off. They are very loud, so you will know. Gas electric fridge. You'll have your freezer up top, your fridge down below. To control your temperature in your fridge, you'll move this up and down, whether you want it warmer or cooler. And if that falls out there, you just pop it right back in place. The higher that goes, the cooler this will get in the fridge. Here we have the on and off button for the fridge. There's an auto detect button, and then also it's going to light up if it's using gas. You're going to be running off no power. It'll show that. If the check light comes on, there may be an issue such as you ran out of gas and you're not hooked up to power, so you're not getting anything at all. If you have any questions about this, you can contact our service department. Standard smoke alarm right above the fridge there. Here we've got the theater seating. These two buttons are for lumbar support. That'll bring that in and out. To get the seats out, you'll pull this right there, and you'll be reclined back. In the middle is a hidden cup holder, as well as a charging port. Regular charge port there and USBs there. In the rear of the camper is the bathroom. Toothbrush holders, soap holders. You have a max air fan up above here, 4 speeds. You'll use this to crank it open so the air can flow. Regular Dometic toilet. You'll hold that halfway to get some water flowing through here to fill up the toilet. Once you get it filled, go ahead and use it, and then press it all the way to have everything drop down into your black tank there. Another heat port there next to the toilet. Nice big open shower. Got your overhead skylight, storage spot here. This is your shower miser. It's more of a bluish color, grayish color because it's warm out right now. But the whole idea behind this is if you're dry camping, you can flip this over. The water will run through, but it will not get into your hose and out. That way you're conserving water. Once the water gets warm and you're ready to get in, you'll see that this has changed to almost a grayish white color. Once that happens, it's letting you know that the water is now warm. You'll switch that over and now it'll start going down into your gray tank for waste. Do not forget to latch this when you're camping and you're taking off to another campsite or heading home. We've had plenty of customers call with these glass panels shattered. Yes, they are nice, but they do shatter easily if they are not locked into place while traveling. So simply just blinging that latch over, lock it into place, and you're good to go. Heading to the front of the camper, you've got your front bedroom. Storage underneath the bed with drawers that pull out. You have a drawer right here which tucks underneath the counters in the counter in the kitchen. TV backer in the wall right above the window. A regular vent there. Your AC ports and your speakers. USB port next to the bed, as well as 2 plugins on either side of the head up there. And then this is your inverter control. Really, really simple. You'll have an on and off button. When it's on, it'll be green. When it's off, you won't see anything at all. And that'll wrap it up for the Rockwood Mini Lite 2511.